Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. I'm not only going to be doing Chernabog today, but I'm also going to talk about how I'm maintaining my top 1000 in the Coliseum right now. It's been pretty tough. Like around 180 3 days ago, I was top 1000. I was like 700th place and I was like, okay, I'm good. And then I hit like top 1000. I was like 1039. I'm like, oh, I'm kicked out again. Okay, next day I did again, below 1000. Next day, kicked out of 1000, below 1000. And then today when I woke up again, above 1000, and I was like, okay, I gotta stay in top 1000. So I grinded out a bunch of quests and I got stuck. I'm gonna show you guys how I got out of being stuck, and now I'm in obviously top 1000, 797th place. But first I want to get a trait roll on my Chernabog because I did want to share this with everybody. A lot of you guys did ask, you want to see what trait roll I got and if I was gonna guilt it or not. Now this medal alone on the friend rear being copied by another medal, you don't even need that much general defense down medals. And if this guy actually got like a -60 trait on him, then he would definitely not need any help from general defense down. Probably like if I was trying to aim for top 100, yeah. But even right now, like let's go to Coliseum. Let's see if I can actually do the black copter fleet. I think I'm on that part right now. Let's see. Yeah, black copter fleet. Okay. Good example right here. Let's go for Chernabog. So I guess it's like a little spotlight video too, if you really want to take it that way. But here we go. So I tried this out and he actually does damage. He's not guilted. He's got no skills. He's got no chips. He's level 1 out of 100. He's got nothing on him. And check this out. This guy actually does damage deal. Now I know I am going with like, what is this? 3 tiers down general defense. I think it's 3 tiers down general defense right there. And he's going to do another 3 himself. But, again, level 1 out of 100, no skills. I know it's not a lot of damage, but he's not guilted, no skills, level 1 out of 100, and no chips. Which is amazing. I think that's just standalone such a good medal. Attack boost 3 didn't go off here, but 44,000 over what, 4 hits? That's not that bad for no skill proccing. Which is not incredible either. It's not going to help me pass this. So I'm a little iffy on guilting him or not with a Mickey and Broom. I would consider it if I was trying to pass this round right here. Now I know I could probably use like a better setup maybe with... I was trying a bunch of things, but I just can't beat the Black Copter fleet for some reason. It's just way too hard. I tried putting an Illustrated Bell and Beast mixed with the 0.2 carry, take away the buffs, and do some damage plus, you know, all that good stuff. But it just wasn't working out. So let's go for the trait roll. Let's go for... I don't know. What would it take to actually make me want to put Mickey and Brooms on this? I would have to say I would not want extra attack. Hands down, no extra attack. I don't want no... So, -60 traits or plus 1000 strength. He obviously can be used for future damage score or damage contests, high score challenges. Not a high score challenge because it's a damage contest. So, he would be pretty good for a damage contest as long as he doesn't get extra attack. But for me to put a Mickey and Brew on him, he would have to like have another -60 trait or plus 1000. Besides that, I don't know, honestly. But let's just go for the trait roll, see what happens. The character, the art on this is so dark that it disappears behind so much backgrounds. Please don't be like a defensive skill. Damaging. You know what? That could probably work out. That could probably, you know. But general defense down doesn't do too much either. His multiplier is nice. Don't get me wrong there, but that's not the trait I wanted. That's not the trait I wanted for Mickey and Broom. So it looks like Chernabog is going to be a sit down in my inventory medal. He's not going to be moving. So nothing wrong with that. But let's get the rest of this video going. I want to talk about... It kind of sucks in a way. It doesn't suck either. I don't know. But here's where I got stuck. So... literally, I spent a good, I think, like half an hour or a little bit more than that trying to beat the Black Copter fleet, even using the carry there you saw with Paralysis Plus. I tried to paralyze him. I tried sleeping him, but the chances of skills proccing at high level is ridiculous. Like, it barely happens, especially Paralysis. I had Paralysis stick, and then it just didn't activate once his turn came around. So it was like my one chance, and it didn't work out. I tried using a second chance along with it, and it was just not working out. This was my go-to right here. The High Wizards with the Poison Pots. Obviously, you guys know my Keyblade. This is not going to help you guys copy to copy, but it'll give you ideas how I tackled the problem and I made it through. Now, my issue here, this is my go-to. I talked about this before. Copy Kairi, 0.2 Kairi twice, and then all your medals do damage. But here's my original strategy that worked up to like tier 200, or a little bit more than that. Because I don't have a general defense down 2 tiers like Maleficent Dragon or the Ventus, I can't really do anything. 3 tiers down is the best I could do for AoE on everybody. So right here, you guys are going to see, now because I went down 3 tiers, my Halloween Sword does some damage, even though it doesn't have a negative 60 trait on it for air enemies. And then this guy is the one who did all the damage. But the High Wizard there survives with over 7 HP bars. And I was like, what the hell am I going to do? So I showed you guys on my free-to-play account a strategy of actually adding another medal to do some damage. So what I did was, right here, I'm going to switch this around just because I don't need this anymore. Put that there, right there. Let me just switch this into Nominate. So I got my 3-tier combo going on where I copied 0.2 Kairi 3 times. But this time around, I took away my Halloween Sora, and I added in, I don't know why I have this backwards. Why do I have this backwards? Special attack, that's why. And I added in my KDG here. Now my KDG, again, does not have negative 60 or plus 1000, so this was really hard. But it turned out a lot better. Like, let me show you what's going on. Now, again, guys, I know it's not going to help a lot of people, but I just want to show you how I brainstormed situations to get out of here and get higher to stick myself at top 1000 and guarantee it. So this turned out great because I kept my power of 3 general defense down, which allowed me to have another medal to do damage. That's why Halloween Sora was doing damage to them, because it actually had a 3 tiers down of general defense. But this guy stays with 19 HP bars, as you guys can see. And then it was less than this because round 200 they have less HP. But I would do this, use my Nova, and finish it off. So this worked until like round 220 or 230. And then obviously I ran into this situation. I was like, okay, I'm using a single target higher multiplier than Halloween Sora, and I can no longer do it. Again, I could not defeat the Black Copter Fleet, and I didn't want to go backwards to do this one just yet because my best setup is speed and I should be able to tackle magic. So I came up with another strategy, which was this one. And this one turned out really, really good. And the KDG wasn't there. I went back to using Halloween Sora. So Halloween Sora was still doing some good damage. And then again, 5 levels later, I hit another block on the same enemies. And I was like, what am I going to do? So I put back in KDG. And it turns out that that was enough. Now, I know this is all simple, but as you're going along, you're used to one strategy. And then when your strategy doesn't work, it's really hard to see another window for it unless you test it out multiple ways. Now, hopefully Attack Boost 4 goes off. It does again, so RNG is really good, which isn't even enough now to take out the little guys. But last time, which was what, 7 rounds ago, it was doing enough. And then obviously I used Nova to weaken this High Wizard, and I used KDG twice. So this might be enough. It might not, actually. I think it was enough last time, but after this right here, yeah, it was enough last time to take him out, but it didn't work anymore. So I got stuck. I was like, none of my strategies were working. I tried a whole bunch more, and nothing on my main Keyblade was working out. So I went with the Fenrir, and that's why I want to try Chernabog, because I want to see if I can get him guilted and then copy him with my key art and then not rely so much on other general defense downs because he has his own general defense down. So I was like, that should work out really nice to take on the Black Copter Fleet, but that thing's like near impossible if you don't have the proper traits on like multiple attack medals. So I decided, let's go backwards. So I went backwards, and if you guys watch my previous videos, this illustrated Donald here had attack boost 2 max. And I was like, that's good enough. That's all I need, right? It's not too bad. But I went over and over. I went with the setup where actually I used a Nominee. Let me just show you what I did before I had to switch it again. I had Nominee over here. If I can find her. Nominee. Did I pass her? I probably passed her. I'm bad at that. Okay, sorry. Nominee's right there. So I used a Nominee here. And I did this. So I copied my 0.2 Kairi, and then this Nominee copied Donald, which did 2 tiers. He did 2 tiers, and he did 2 tiers. Now, it's not ideal to copy this Donald because this Donald has a 3.08 multiplier if it's not in its proper slot, which is on the 4 slot. So it has to be on slot 4 to do the most damage. And my other blue medals are not good for Coliseum because they're not general defense down and they have no negative 60 traits. And again, I don't have enough negative 60, or sorry, general defense down of my own to actually go over 3. So I had to figure out something. So what I ended up doing was this. Screw that up. Let's put it back. So what I ended up doing was this, and basically the first setup I did was copy the Donald with Nominate. So Nominate copied and Key Art Beginnings copied my illustrated Donald, and it was taking these guys out. But it was not taking out the main guy, the third guy. So I did the negative 2 down 3 times, so I had a perfect negative 7, and it wasn't enough. So I had to put attack boost 4 on my illustrated Donald and use him as a main medal. So to support it, again, I did my 3-tier combo. Now, if you guys have Maleficent Dragon or HD Ventus or whatever the one that just came out, you're fine. But I don't. But these guys are single target. And right here, attack boost 4 goes off. You see the amount of damage. I use Nova. Nova would do a big chunk as well. And then this would take him out. But now I'm stuck again, unless like I get a huge crit. But right here, you guys can see I'm missing a pinch of HP. So I can either increase my counterpoint to a higher tier, so use magic gems. Increase my Nova, so my Nova does enough damage. Or I think that's about it. Or put attack boost 4 max on my Key Art Beginnings. But you guys know my playstyle, and I try to use as least amount of resources as possible. I was so surprised I actually put attack boost 4, but I just used the calculator, checked how much more damage he would do. It was enough to take out the HPs, and it got me all the way to round 244. So this is how I pushed myself out of, what do you call it? Out of falling out of top 1000, because I was like 975 about 6 hours ago, and I was like, no, that's not going to cut it. There's no way that, what was it, there was 12 hours left. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to sit in 25 spot. As you guys can see, as I'm making this video, I'm at 807 now. I've lost 10 ranks. So this might not even be enough, and I might have to like increase my Nova. That's the first thing I'm gonna do, is increase my Nova before I do anything else, because I have a bunch of medals I can gilt and I can put mirrors on. So I'd rather do that than waste more gems, because gems are harder to acquire than mirrors. So I'll use mirrors first. So if I do get kicked out, I will be increasing my counterpoints. And then after this, now the reason I went backwards instead of trying to figure out a strategy or increasing my sleeping lines level, because if you look at my sleeping line, it's at 28. Obviously, I can make this level 35, make that a 2.8, and this a 2.4 or 2.5, and that would work out as well. But again, that's a lot more gems. So what I did was I checked online, and I know the round after this, my sleeping line setup can beat. So I used the setup to beat this one, so I could skip over the black copter fleet and get the next quest over here, which is a bunch of little copter fleets, and I can one-shot all of that. So this is one-turning strategies for all this, but I couldn't multi-turn this unless sleep or paralysis procced over and over, or I made like some huge high tier. Maybe I can try double cast HPO medals, 2 of them, see if I can survive a bunch of hits with defense boost 3. I doubt it. I might have to lower his attack 2 and slowly kill them. That might have worked, but you know, that's just too much. So I went backwards, one turn this, unlocked the 3rd level, and then that's how I continued back into top 1000. So hopefully this helps you guys out. I know you guys can't copy the strategy, but at least this gives you guys ideas that you should really check out on your other Keyblades just in case. Find out what you have. Go over as many strategies as you can. Mix single target with multi-target medals. Add the right amount of buffs. Or go backwards if you have to. You don't have to complete the highest quest. Go backwards to unlock the next quest if you know you can unlock that one. And as long as you one-turn this stage, you won't be stuck on these next 2 stages. You'll get a new stage right here. So that's all I got for you guys. Chernabog, too bad it didn't turn out as like I wanted to. It's still not a bad medal, but not worthy of a Micking Broom anymore. And hopefully this helps you guys in Coliseum. So good luck if you're aiming for top 10,000, top 1,000, or 2,500, or 100. Whatever you guys are going for. Good luck. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.